Production site. And a fortress. We could potentially launch an invasion and take over Suo, but it's still kind of a gamble. That's kind of an interesting point. Well, till we get everyone that I want to over in Hizen and secure, no samurai will be moving from this spot. Okay, they're like that, they are like that, so we're getting as much tax as possible. I'm going to cut some of these dudes. Can I transfer some spearmen? I don't want to have to keep buying spearmen, so there's enough for them there, there's enough for them there. I'll transfer a couple of bowmen to Tokushiki. Okay, I'm going to transfer this amount out of Tokushiki, and okay, so they're pretty good for that one. I'm going to send my oh wow, he's 47. He's only 47 as well. Brilliant. I'm going to send my 2 generals with my 2 samurai units. Buzen got a stable, so I suppose we're going to have some. I suppose that would help out. Oh, I can research some farms though, I think. Or are they not? No, it's 38. Okay, well actually what I'm going to do then is I'm going to skip another turn. A ninja has been detected. Well, it's no surprise. I'm just going to make my ninja fall back a bit now and just sort of hide in the forest. Hide. Hide. There you go. So I've got kind of a scouting area now for Suo and for Nagato. So next turn, Bungo's currently occupied. Nagato are building up their defences, so I won't go for Nagato first. I wasn't actually going to go for Nagato first, but what I will be going for is Suo, because then I can secure Suo and have a bit of a bridging gap between the two. As they're closest. Defeat any navy in battle. Rule the waves. Not really. Do not want to do that. I want to swing around now. Look at Suo. Yeah, here, roughly here will be about good. Okay, so Naginata Spearman. What's going on over here? Okay, we got enough dudes. Bungo's still quite populated. I'm gonna transfer some. How's the population? They're happy? Okay, so they've got a non-clan religion being pushed at their face. It's converting very slowly. And they're still exempt from tax, because otherwise... Oh! I suppose we could have that. We just can't take them anymore. Right, okay, so... At Toso, we're going to upgrade the farming, so land consolidation, so that means we get some extra points for money and all that jazz. It says 9 is predicted, but we're going down. Don't know how that worked, but alright. Okay, we've got some 2 samurai units, and we got some Yari dudes over there. I'm going to send my samurai over to Buzen. They're happy with that. People are happy with that. I'm going to kind of... I think I might have to recruit a couple of spearmen, though. Yep. Okay, spear, archers. And then his end should be alright. $15.51. One more turn before we get a Yari drill yard, and then we should be fine. Once then, we will have the ability to send our spears into the fray and then knock out Suo. Because I think once I've done this, I'm going to recruit a bunch of... Ah, cool, improved accuracy, handy. Once I've done this, I'm going to recruit a couple of units to watch over this area, leaving... yeah, I might as well start recruiting now. So what's going to happen is a couple of turns, these Ashigaru will take over Buzen, and then we'll make a move with 2 armies. So my Daimyo is going to have the Naginatas and the Chosokabe Bow Samurai. My general is going to have the Yari Samurai with a couple of katana samurais apiece, and he's going to have the matchlock. So it works out kind of equally. And the second army will be in reserve. It will take sort of it'll take cover, and perhaps I don't know. I might. Oh, there's quite a few samurai actually. I'd have to engage that in a proper battle. I wouldn't want to engage it anywhere else. So actually second army will go beyond Suo and then move on Aki. So I'm going to move this guy over here so we make sure that he's not spotted. And then what I'm going to do is, once we've secured that, we'll secure Aki, which I think has a peaceful thing on it. And then we can then move up and secure Iwami, surrounding the area at Nagato. Of course, this all does depend on the prospect that we won't be attacked. Of course, you can't guarantee that. Also, it does depend on how much time we have before winter sets in. Because if winter sets in, we're going to have to wait till next year. I don't want to risk losing men. I mean, I suppose we could lose a couple of men whilst advancing against... Okay, so they've got enough dudes in that castle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I know I said I would give those guys to him, but it's not so much. Okay, so we're in a forest now, so we can't be detected. Those guys are going to go into that position. These guys are going to grab those guys, and we're going to recruit a couple of bow samurai, because we don't have matchlock Ashigaru as of yet. So my ninja is going to be all like, wah, and explore. So there's a lot of territory between ourselves and the next area. So if we can secure Suo really quickly, and Aki is once again only a fort, and has also got a mountain hermitage, which allows me to recruit better bone warrior monks. Pilgrim hostel. Okay, so Aki is more of a religious place, but I'll probably leave that and just, you know, have it as such. Then we'll make a move. Then once we've secured Aki, we'll hold those areas for as long as possible. And then with my second army holding Aki as much as possible, then once we've upgraded the fortresses and all that jazz, we can then start making our way towards Iwami, which will be a very high, rich, profitable gold. Of course, this does depend on whether our forces at the Nagato and or we get attacked. So it's going to be an interesting one, definitely. Okay. Next army comes, and next army comes, next army comes, next army.
We should speak openly of matters that concern us both, and so avoid unfortunate misunderstanding.
You see, I don't really think that's a good idea. I mean, they currently are at war with the things, but they're not really... I have more provinces than they are. We're affluent, and they're all aggressive. So, I'm sorry, mate, you don't... I mean, if they just said trade agreement, military alliance, perfect, but I'm not paying £2,300. Oh, shit. Okay, so we can ambush them, but unfortunately we haven't got the forces necessary to be able to withhold them back. This is the thing I was kind of fearing. Okay, we can ambush them. They outnumber us, and they have a fuck ton of experienced dudes. Oh my god. That is a lot of dudes. Oh, we've got a big amount of dudes. I'm half tempted to load and fall back. I'm very tempted to say fuck this and this isn't gonna look good, is it? Okay, well, let's try what we can. Let's try and kill as many of the enemies as possible. If we can kill a lot of these dudes, I don't think we can win, to be honest, but if we can kill as many of these dudes as possible, this might turn around. Because this is not going to be good. Okay, so we've surrounded the enemy. I'm half tempted on putting my units on that hill to surprise them. I've never actually ambushed anyone before, so this will be quite an interesting event. Oh yeah, seeing rousing speech time. Right, that should be enough.
To launch an ambush, a sneak attack on a passing enemy army. The usual rules for deployment do not apply here. Our forces can be split between each side of the road to attack the enemy whilst they are in marching order. Although an effective approach, this is not always the best option to take in every situation. The enemy army will not have the opportunity to move their units in any way, so deploy carefully to cause maximum confusion and disorder.
Okay, so our opponent has a lot of infantry, so I reckon they would be quite devastating. Unfortunately, this means we can't... Unfortunately, we have problems with firing weapons because obviously it's raining, so we can't really do anything about that. We've got a crap ton of enemies to be able to... So... I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know whether we're going to be able to win this battle or not. I don't think we are. I think we're going to suffer some heavy casualties and we're going to have to fall back all the way to our castle. But if we can just nip at them a bit, maybe. Here we go. Crap. Okay. Okay, so swing round, engage those guys. We've taken out his bows, which is quite important because this means at least now we can start engaging. The more samurai and bow units we can knock out, the better.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Because I think we've knocked out most of their archer units, which is very good, because that means now we can start attacking. Okay, they've taken out 5 of those dudes. Okay, what's left? Okay, we've got Ari Ashigaru, we've got General, we've got very high powerful General, we've got Yari Ashigaru. My General is currently massacring the remaining bow samurai. We've got bow samurai here. I'm going to kind of make my General a lure point.
Hidden units, my lord, treacherously meant to ambush us.
Naginata Samurai, Yari Samurai. Try and hold them off as long as possible.
My lord, their general has fallen. A cutting blow.
Okay, I don't think we're going to win this one, unfortunately. We could try, I suppose. My bow samurai unit are currently being cut to smithereens, but I'm going to try and dedicate as many bows as possible to try and break as many of their enemy forces as possible. So try and hold on to those guys, whilst those guys. I'm going to try and do hammer and anvil strikes. Actually, that's all I'm going to do now. I'm going to pull out and lead my general to it, and just try and hold my men as long as possible. So use my general as an area of influence. No, don't break, don't break. We're so close to beating them. We've killed the general, which is very good. Right, those guys are just going to have to hold. I mean, they're going to break, but unfortunately we just can't do anything about that. Come on, come on, come on.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
14 seconds before we end up. Alright, okay, too late. There's still a majority of these guys are still around, so I'm going to try and wait until morale
Our men are running from the battlefield.
No, we didn't win this one.
Shameful display.
Right, withdraw. No, you don't go towards the enemy, you dumbass. Away. A fucking way. I didn't think we'd win this. Back off. Try and back off as much as you can. Well, actually, no. Fanatical stand. You guys, just run. Really, it's not a good idea.
Are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
Okay, so we've lost this one, unfortunately. I mean, we're withdrawing now, so unfortunately, this has just gone completely wrong. We've suffered heavy casualties, and unfortunately, I mean, we've taken a big chunk out of the enemy army, so it may mean that we've just blunted the enemy assault, but it's not how I would have wanted it to go. What makes kind of matters worse is the fact that the enemy still can move and attack us, so we may end up losing my daimyo, which would suck majorly. But at the same time, we've done a fair amount of damage to the enemy. We've knocked out his bow samurai and bow ashigaru. As you can see, there are a lot more white corpses on the ground than my men. That said, we're pretty much the same dudes. We've cut down a fair amount of the sides. I mean, okay, there's not much, but 96, 43, Yari Samurai 26 out of 120, Naginata Samurai 35 out of 120, 42 out of 150, and these are samurai. We also killed their general, so as much as it's a defeat, I count this as a bit of a... we did a very good job. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get them all, so, and to be honest, I hadn't had much... yeah, you see... but it's cost them dear. They're dead litter the field, so it's not a good ending. What I would call, I mean, I would call a good ending is where we can actually wipe the field with them, and but you know, you can't win them all. I mean, I'd be the first one to say it. It's a shame because we've lost a lot of men, and potentially we could lose more if the enemy decide to pursue us. Which, you know, let's face it, we probably will. But if we can get across to the other side of the river, maybe we might be able to save someone. We can save the general at least. Oh, crap, that ain't good. Okay, good, that's good. We saved him. Thank God for that. Whew, that was close. We lost our matchlock Ashigaru, but, my God, was that close. Oh, crap, they got their armies now. I didn't, to be honest, I was half expecting them to do something like that. Okay, we've got to try and see if we can knock out their naval fleet. What's this? Knock it out. We lost 2 of our older ships, but we've captured a couple of theirs. Hey! We've ruled the waves as well. Now I'm gonna kind of get to the trading port and just repair it. That was a nightmare. Right, okay, we've got 2 more samurai units approaching. My general needs to get into some support and just get in there. How many dudes have he got? Don't know. Right, well, on this bombshell, I'm just gonna send my ninja to try and see if he can do something against that army. We have got a high-ranking general, very high-ranking general. He's currently replenishing as well. Fuck. So, although we've blunted this enemy advance, it's not going to be long before they can recharge all their units. This isn't good at all. No way, I'm not even going to chance that. Though we can see how many units they've got now. So yeah, we've killed 2 of their samurai units. Bow samurai units. So, that's a lot. Oh, wait, no, we haven't. Fuck. Well, we've destroyed... I think we've killed their general, at least. That's one thing I'm going to take away from this battle as a... yeah, screw you, mate. It is the winter, though, so we will be... Ah, cool. Bungo's got a sword school. Is there anyone we can send off to attack? I could attack with a fresh band of infantry. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to make any kind of attack in time, so... I'm going to call this episode. So, the enemy have defeated us at this point, but no doubt they will try and make a move for our position at Bazen. We have a very powerful fortress. A castle, in fact. That'd be kind of handy, wouldn't it? But no, we're going to make our castle near Kyoto. We have a fortress, we've got Boashigaru, we've got men at the ready. We can do a lot of fighting, and we should be able to kick ass if we're lucky. Yeah, so if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. Please rate them as well, that'll be handy. And also, I have got a World of Tanks series going on. Just gonna make a couple of episodes tomorrow. Well, at least try and make 1 episode. and I shall be seeing you guys later. This is Crap Hunter signing out.